Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Right, I've got something a bit different for you again today. This is my own little pincushion. Now, I've kept it very simple because I want beginners to be able to try this as well. It's just really pretty. You can experiment with colours, and if you don't have any stuffing, don't worry about the stuffing. You can just use old scraps of yarn. And of course, I mean, I've just done a simple single crochet chain one ending, but you can try something else if you wish. But I'll show you the very basic pattern to this, to how to make the top and the bottom. And the flower I won't actually show you in this tutorial because I have already got a tutorial for the flower, so I will link that in the description box for you. Now, I made this one. I'm not 100% sure with the colours, but it's nice. It's like a little daisy on top of a pink. But I'm going to use a bit more neutral colours for the next one. So I've taken all the needles out, but yes, you will need a needle for your ends, scissors, and we are going to be using a 3mm crochet hook for this. You will need DK yarn, lightweight yarn, number 3. And here is the flower that's been attached to the top of the pin cushion, and I've got several tutorials for flowers. But when you click the link to make the flower, I've actually just tied it all up. Leave the center color, whichever 2 colors you want to make the flower. Don't cut it, leave a bit of yarn at the end because we're going to sew this on top. So if you've already got the yarn attached, then it'll be great. We won't need to find additional yarn. So you will need whatever colors you want. I mean, I'm going to make the next one in a beige, and then I'm going to add this gold color on the end to give you an idea. This is a slightly more brighter one, but great for gifts. Great for anyone who likes to crochet or is into sewing. You know, everybody needs pins and everybody needs to put their needles somewhere. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It is all double crochet and single crochet. Very straightforward. You start off with a magic circle. If you don't want to, you can chain 4 and slip stitch the first chain and then work in that chain. But I will do a magic circle. So you hold the yarn like this, wrap the hook to the back, put your hook under and grab that one. Just pinch your work here. The little this is the yarn that we work with. Sorry, I think the sun's coming and hopefully you can see me. And this is the one that we'll use to tighten. You can make this smaller. The first thing you need to do is 2 chains. And into the magic ring, we need to place 11 double crochets. So I'll show you how to do the double crochet. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's a double crochet. I'll show you again. Yarn over, go into the loop, pull through the 2 and pull through the 2. That chain 2 counts as nothing, so we've got 2 double crochets. We need another 9, total of 11. You take your time. You can pause me, you can slow me down, and you can put captions on, all from the settings. To slow the video down, just go below 1. It's a little cogwheel on the screen. Eight, 9, 10 and 11. If I get here before you, just pause me here and you can catch up. Right, round 1, 11 double crochets. Pull the little one here to tighten in the circle and slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. Ignore that chain 2 completely. Pull it through there and then on the one on your hook. That's round 1, 11 double crochets. Next round, round 2, chain 2, go back into the same space that you've just slip stitched into and do 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And the pattern here now for this round, if any of you know how to make a circle for other projects, it's exactly the same. Go into the next one and 2 double crochets. Two in each one, and you should have 22 stitches all the way around. Okay, I've come to the end, but you can pause me now and catch up. Okay, so 22 double crochets, ignore the chain 2, go to your first double crochet, which is right there, and slip stitch. That's round 2, and that's 22 stitches. Last round, chain 2, into the same space that we've just slip stitched into, do 1 double crochet. On the next one, it's 2 double crochets into the same space. So 1 and then 2. Back to the 1 double crochet in the next one, 2 double crochets in the next one, 1 double crochet in the next one, and 2 double crochets in the next one. So that will be your repeat pattern, and you do that all the way around. I'll carry on, and if I get there before you, just pause me. Okay, I've come to the end. I've got 2 stitches remaining, 1 double crochet in that one, and the very last one should be 2 double crochets because we started with 1, and you'll have 33 stitches around. Skip your chain 2, go to your first double crochet and do a slip stitch to join the circle. At this point, chain 1 and cut your yarn. Now you will need 2 of these, so go ahead and make another one, and then you can join me. So you've made both of your circles. What you want to do now is grab the same colour yarn, and we are going to place the discs, so that's the right side, that's the wrong side. Oops, excuse me. And then we want to place this disc this way, so the wrong side now on the inside and this one on the top, like so. Don't worry about the strands for now. Now what I want to show you is we are going to be working, so the top disc we're going to be working in the back loop, so you've got the 2 loops there, there's your front, there's both. We're just going to be picking up the back loop on the top disc, and on this one that's also got 2 loops, you can see them here, we are going to be working on the loop that's closest to us and leaving that one. Okay, so back loop for this one and the first loop that you see for this one. So go in anywhere, put your hook through and put your hook through. Sorry, it's just curling up. There's the stitches. You want to go into the one that's first, just the one loop. So we're taking one loop from here and one loop from here. What you want to do is grab your yarn and pull it through. Now what we're going to be doing is slip stitches, okay, all the way. So go to your next one, back loop, and then go to the one next stitch along there and grab the loop that's in the front, pull it through that one, pull it through both of them. So we're joining the work with slip stitches. This is probably only the fiddliest part, but don't, with slip stitches, you know, people sometimes can yank their work. Just keep a nice steady hand. If you're not comfortable doing it that way, I guess you could join it all 4 loops. It just gives a nicer finish, because if you do all 4, the work goes a bit flat and we want to create that dome. So you should have 33 slip stitches around. If for any reason you don't, remember when you get to the join, be careful at that area. When you find the join, just pop it on the inside in the middle, because we're going to tuck all of this in eventually. It should be 33 like I said, but if you go wrong anywhere, don't frog. It's not worth it. Doesn't matter if it's 32 or whether it's 34. In the bigger picture, you're not going to see much. So we're going to carry on doing this, and you take your time. And what we're going to do is get to a certain point and then we're going to stuff it. Now if you've got stuffing, great. If you haven't, no need to go out and buy any scraps of yarn will do for a little pin cushion. You take your time with this. So remember, we're going into the back loop here and we're picking up the first loop that faces us here. A little bit more, I think I'm over halfway. This will be covered anyway, because we're going to do the single crochet row over this. But what it does, like I said, you can do it the other way, but it might flatten the work. It might not. I didn't actually attempt that one at all. I just went straight for the back loops. When you get to here, when you've got probably, I don't know, let's have a look, 1 2 3 4 5 stitches, 6 stitches remaining. Like so, just pull the work up there and grab all your little bits. So you've got the 2, all your yarn ends that you've got for the 2 discs into there for now. And then I've just got some of this spare yarn. So just roll some on your hand. You don't have to chop it up. Doesn't have to be neat. Not too tight, not too loose. That's the first one. Just open it up and pop it in. push it to the back. We need some more, so do the same again. Any spare yarn. If you've got chunky yarn, even better. You'll use less. This is, I think this is Aran yarn. Remember to push it to the sides as well. You can feel it. So I think I still need a little bit more. Tiny bit. Maybe 5 or 6 wraps. Just get to the end here. Don't worry if it ends up looking like a ball at the moment, because once we've done this, it will flatten out a bit, because we need it to be flat in order to, I mean, we don't have to, but that's the shape I preferred. Right, let's get back to this. How does that feel? Feels about right. Go back to your hook. Let's move this aside. And we'll carry on for the remainder of the few stitches. You'll be able to see them now. But you might get a bit tricky because you might catch the yarn that's in there. So there's the back loop. And there's that first loop. Pull it through. Keep going as you were. Three. Okay. If you do find, because of the joins, that you've gone a bit wrong, again, don't worry. As long as it's nice and neat. Yeah, there's my last one here. Now, once you've done your last one, don't do a chain one. Just cut your yarn and pull that loop out. And all we're going to do, great thing about this is that you can just pop your thread in and out a few times and it just stays. Oh. So we've got to here. Just go. You do it however you want to do it, as long as it looks neat. And then, like I said, you can just push it through. If you want to join yours in any other specific way, because remember, it's going to be covered anyway with this, so it doesn't have to be so perfect. When you're pushing your yarn through, just make sure you don't pull it too much so that it goes flat. And I'm just going to bring it up at the other end here. Keep going until you've run out. Okay. Right, the next thing you want to do is grab your flower. Now, like I said, you would have made this flower, made not two of them, sorry, one of them, but left in this case it was gold, left that yarn on. But because I'd already did the tutorial for this ages ago and I just left it here to the side, all I'm going to do, you don't need to do this bit, I just have to make a knot. And put that through. Your yarn will be already attached, okay? So just bring it to the front and just leave that to the side for a minute. I'm going to go back to this, oh, wrong one. And I'm going to now do the little edging here. And this is also very easy. Grab your colour. Now, there's, you can see that, can you see these? That's the slip stitches that we did. You want to just go anywhere. If you look at the work, you can see these little, if you put your hook through, you can see it just goes all the way through. It's very easy at this point. These little, just push it through. It doesn't matter where it, if it comes underneath, see, pop it through there and then try and get it out underneath. See where that is? So it runs along. And all you want to do is grab your yarn, leave a little bit extra on this one because we're going to do the same. We're going to push it through the pincushion. Pull it through, leaving a bit of a tail. Chain one, go back into the same space again and do a single crochet. You want to chain one, you can drop that now. Go to the next one, so you pop it, hook through there, and it will come out at the bottom there. So it's a join. Single crochet. We're not missing, we're just single crochet and chain one all the way around the edge. I'm not looking at the back because I know that's where it's popping out, approximately there. You'll know you're in the right place because the hook goes in really easy. So you want to do single crochet, chain one into every stitch around. You can see how easy the hook goes in. It might look complicated, but just push it through. You're not going to have any problems. And at this side, if it doesn't end up where you want it to be, don't worry again. So long as it goes from the top side, goes into the right space there. If there's a join, don't worry. Just go over it. Should I say under it? Again, I'm not going to give you a stitch count for this because you might have it, you know, depending on how you've joined it here, you might have more or less. So by one or two, well, it shouldn't be two, but I've got two left. Here's my last one. Into there, single crochet, chain one, and then slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. You can chain one now and cut your yarn. So you can see it kind of like sits like this now, like a little little spaceship. Okay, so we have these. Grab your yarn needle again. This is the original, this is the one we've just cut off. So sticking within the colour, not into the pincushion for this, you just go backwards and forwards a couple of times. And that will stay. And then because we work this way, we want to go this way with the other one because there'll be too many weaves in the same place. So now weave it that way, we'll go this way. Push it through. Careful not to because this is going to be the underside. Be careful not to pull it, I was going to say. Okay. And now all we have is the flower. So you would have your flower now with the yarn already attached. So this is the center. You want to go straight into the center. Go into the center, come out of that first row, in between the first row of the double crochet, so right here. Okay. We are now going to use this line of the first double crochet and attaching it to the same colour of the centre, if that makes sense. I'll show you now. So we've gone through the centre and pulled out on one of the sides. Just make sure it's sitting where it should be sitting. You can keep your thumb on there if you want to. So just make sure you don't, in this case, don't go on the cream, just come out of the centre colour again. And go in. Come out before the first, where the first half double crochet row finishes, just along the edging. Then you can pick it up here, go into the center out here, not center, sort of the edge of the color. You can go in from the edge of the color here. And out. And that's all you need to do. Picking the colour of, going into here and then going straight into the, so you're literally just attaching the centre part, not the petals. You can do this as many times as you need to secure it into place. I think I have a little bit more, maybe one more. Okay. So once you get to the, once you've attached the center part of your flower, go down the middle, just push it out the other end. Now, you want to put this yarn, we're going to weave this yarn into the, so go back into the same hole. Make sure you don't move across, just go back into the same space and come out anywhere else, because that way you won't see. We've come out from there, we'll go back into that space again and come out up here. Remember not to pull the work, because that should do. And here we are. How cute is that? I'm going to give these. Now you can clearly see this is a slightly bright one. People who, my viewers who follow me, they know I love my beige colours, but obviously it's nice to make these in brighter colours for gifts. But me being the person that I am, this is more up my street. Neutral. All right, guys. Oh, 30 minutes again. Thanks for watching. Hope you like my little pincushion tutorial. Little daisy ones. And yeah, please do subscribe, like and share. And thank you for your support, everybody. And I'll see you soon.